Okay, so let's talk about the good news surrounding the FTX crypto exchange collapse. And yeah, believe it or not, there is some good news. This is the Hey Ed YouTube channel, and I am your host, moderator, and all-around nice guy, Edward Anderson. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. Don't construe anything that I mention in any of my videos as financial advice. Always do your own research before doing anything with your money. And today I want to talk to you about some good news surrounding the FTX crypto exchange collapse. Now, for those of you who've been living under a rock lately, oh, by the way, here I am. I'm out on Lake Minnetonka again. It looks like winter is trying to arrive here. I wish I'd come out earlier when the snow was heavier. I like a good heavy snow. It just feels like, look, if you're gonna snow. I don't like the wimpy snow. I like nice heavy snow, especially since I don't have to shovel it anymore. Okay, but let's get right to it. Okay, so for those of you who are on vacation, there was a big scandal this week in the cryptocurrency market. The second largest crypto exchange in the world, FTX, went out of business, went bankrupt. And a lot of people who had their assets sitting on that exchange lost a lot of money, which is why I have always strongly advised people not to keep any of your cryptocurrencies on any centralized exchange, whether that's FTX or Binance or Kraken or Coinbase. Do not keep any of your assets on those exchanges, okay? Go back and watch some of my other videos about why you don't want to do it. You want to get it onto a wallet like Exodus or Trust Wallet or maybe even a hard wallet. But let's get to why I think there's actually some good news in here. Now, it's not good news for those of you who had some money on FTX and you lost your money. I feel bad about that. I don't want anyone ever to lose money. I want everyone to be wealthy. I want everyone to be rich. On the other hand, let's talk about the silver lining here. Now, I worked on Wall Street for an awful long time, for more than 27 years. My first week in the business was in October of 1987. And for those of you who are not financial market historians, that there was a crash that week. My first week in the business, there was a crash. And since then, there have been many other crashes. So I have lived through many market crashes, okay, in every industry. Right? So I know what it feels like. I know what it's like to go through a financial crisis. Okay, I've lived through a bunch of them. And even in the cryptocurrency market itself, it has had several periods already in its short history of big collapses. Right? It has happened. Now, this is probably the biggest one, and it's probably going to have the biggest consequences compared to all the other ones. This is the way I want you to look at it. Right now, there are well over 20,000 crypto tokens out there in the world, okay? And most of them are going to disappear. Now, when you're picking a crypto project or a token to take a shot at, most of you don't know which ones are going to, well, none of us really know which ones are going to work out, which ones will. Now, the cryptocurrency industry has been famous recently for turning the average person into millionaires. Everyone knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody who put a couple $1,000s into some little crypto and they became multimillionaires, right? And that was kind of the promise of the cryptocurrency industry, that people could become ultra wealthy just by sticking $1,000 in some little token. And that's the allure. That's the romance of the cryptocurrency industry. Now, the FTX crisis really exposed the general concept behind most of these tokens, being that it's a made-up token. Right? Somebody makes it up. And then the key is to find a market maker. They go to a market maker and they say, yeah, I just created this little token in my imagination. I woke up and hey, that's a good name for a token. And all I need is a market maker to set a price for it. So the market maker says, okay, I'll tell you what, give me 30% of the tokens and I'll slap a value on it. And then we'll find an exchange like FTX that people can buy and sell it on. And then they sell the chunk of the tokens that they got, the market makers, for a quick profit. They make money out of thin air, right? It's free money. And that is, now I'm not saying that every crypto token out there has that kind of a business plan, but it is very common. And the market is going to start weeding those out. So those 20,000 tokens that are out there right now, most of them are not going to survive. So the good news is that when the dust settles, and I think it's going to take a while, when the dust settles, and we're going to be able to sift through the ashes and see which ones are the legitimate ones, which ones are the actual tokens that have legitimate promise. So it's going to be a lot easier to find tokens with the good promise. So this weeding out process is going to be painful. And for those of you who've never gotten into the crypto industry market, this might be a really good opportunity for you. You should start, boning up, start learning about some of these things. You can start watching my channel. Now, I'm not in the business of promoting, tokens or anything like that, but I will keep you abreast. I talk about a lot of things on my channel with a perspective that other YouTube channels do not. So if you subscribe to my channel, and keep up on my videos, you're going to learn some stuff along the way. You might even want to check out my playlist called Trading Tricks Videos, where in little 3 and 5 minute videos, I teach you some trading tricks when it comes to trading the markets. So the good news from this is that when this washout finishes, we're going to have many opportunities to make an awful lot of money. Okay, so the opportunities are going to be there. The crypto industry is not going to go away. It's here forever. Okay, so the winners and losers are going to be. It's going to be a lot easier to find the winners when all of this is said and done. So I think this FTX crisis is going to act as a minesweeper. Okay, it's going to sweep away a lot of the garbage, so it's going to be easier for you to find the really good projects. So stay tuned on that. Don't give up on the cryptocurrency industry. There's a lot of scamming going on, a lot of corruption, including a lot of political corruption. There are a lot of brand name, politicians and high government officials that are neck deep in this pile of crap. Okay, and I hope they end up going to prison. At the very least, have their reputations destroyed. But knowing the government, they'll probably get promoted. Okay, that's just you know what I mean. Okay, so to try to put a positive spin on this FTX, if you look at it at the right angle, it's going to create some really good opportunities for all of us. So stay tuned on that. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and please give this video a like. It really helps the algorithm a lot, and even leave a comment. And I really love some of you guys to join my Hey Ed WhatsApp group of wonderful people where we talk about things like this and we help each other, to find really good opportunities. We're in a couple of really good programs that are doing really, really well for us. And if you'd like to learn about those, I'd be happy to fill you in. So Edward Anderson coming to you from Lake Minnetonka in Wayzata, Minnesota. Signing off.
Copy that.